So fall is here, time to do some maintenance on the HVAC or the air handler in the attic. It's not going to be super hot up there. So I've been in the house about 2.5 years and I haven't done this, so I'm going to clean the blower motor and the evaporator coil. But first, let's turn the thermostat off. All right, make sure that's off. And before I climb up there, I guess I'll go over some of the tools I have. Also got some trays so I can carry everything up in one go. I'm not sure everything I'll need, but I got some hand tools, screwdriver sockets, a work light, a razor, and some duct tape in case I need to cut any tape and repair it. A couple cleaning brushes, a soft bristle brush or two. And then I have the actual Evap foam no rinse coil cleaner and the Dyson little hand vac. So let's go ahead and head up there. Alright, made it up into the attic. Here's my air handler. So my return vent and returns on that side. Outs on this side. And then I got the power running in here, which I just checked. It's still hot. And the disconnect's up here, so I'll go ahead and remove the disconnect before we get started. Alright, disconnect is removed. And now my power line is dead. So let's see about opening this thing up. I've taken air handlers apart before, but they can be mounted either way. But a good tip is, so here's where my drains are and my refrigerant lines. So very likely my evaporator coil's here, which means my blower and my electronics are probably on this side. But to go ahead and get started, looks like there's a seam here. Let's see if I can get this tape off. Yeah, that tape actually comes off real easy. So this panel will be a little more difficult to remove with the lines. It does look like it has a cutout to make it easier. I'm going to go ahead and remove this panel first. Looks like these are 1/4 inch or flathead screws, so yours may vary. So I'm going to use a 1/4 inch socket and take these screws out. Got that one panel off, and sure enough, there's the electrical. I already used my tester and just went ahead and re-verified everything was dead. Blower motor's there, evaporator coil's there. It does have some rust on the end tanks, but I did an inspection of what I could see of all the refrigerant lines and I didn't see anything that looks rusted through. All of it's just on the metal holding it on the side. But there is some moisture and corrosion. Then we got a little bit of dirt built up, and then if you look under, oh yeah, this blower's dirty. Definitely needs cleaned. So we'll get this removed first. So it looks like there's some screws down here and up here holding the blower motor to this plate. So I'll disconnect. I'm gonna take a picture of everything with my camera where everything's plugged in. So got a couple wires for this capacitor and then the main power wires plugging into the motor up here. So take some pictures and disconnect that wiring. Alright, so I just removed my air handler blower motor and the motor assembly. So go back and jump to that video if you want to see the rest of that one. I'll be dropping both these videos about the same time. And this one we are going to be cleaning my evaporator coil. So to get to it, I'm going to remove this panel now. Alright, so under the tape on the top here I found 3 sheet metal screws. So I'm going to remove these 3 screws, finish the tape, and see if I can pull this back. So just as I thought, I removed those 3 screws and the whole box just kind of separated, and then I just tore that side's tape and we can get to the inside of the evap. It's actually not looking too bad, so let's get in there to do some cleaning. And I'll just reposition this box so I can get in here. So I was able to move the plenum and just kind of crawl over here to get access. There is more dirt than I thought at first. I think the first thing looking pretty clogged on the top. Also, there's some kind of like drip shield in the center. So it's really clean under there. but it's really rusty. So I think a lot of the rust is running off this drip tray, and you can see the rust where it drips down and through to the pan. So the coil itself and all the fins look pretty good. But first thing I'm going to do is grab the vacuum and get any loose stuff I can with the Dyson. Okay, and I did get quite a bit of loose dust sucked up into the Dyson there. Just be careful, you don't want to damage these fins. And because there's not a lot of dirt, I'm not going to do any pre-scrubbing or pulling out of any like hair or anything. So I'm going to go straight to the new foam. What's the brand? New Calgon Evap Foam No Rinse Evaporator Coil Cleaner. So let's go ahead and get this on. Alright, everything's coated pretty good. I used up the whole bottle. I think the directions say you're going to let it sit and soak, and then it needs the condensation from the system running to rinse it. My system's been off for a while, so there's not a lot of condensation, so I'm going to go get a squirt bottle with some water to help rinse it. Alright, so I left and got water and allowed the 5-10 minutes for it to soak. And also gives you like 10 minutes for the fumes to get out of here. But let's start rinsing it down. We got some spray water. Evap is completely cleaned. I got a strip of tape on the bottom. So just gonna bring my plenum back over, put the screws in, and then retape everything up. Alright, blower's back in, so the evaporator cleaning is completely done. From here you would reinstall the disconnect, obviously, and then go turn your thermostat on. But that wraps it up. So the evaporator cleaner, sometimes it's easy to get to, sometimes you can just remove a door. In my case I had to cut tape, remove the little bit of duct. It's not terribly difficult to put back. I actually did a better job putting it back because there were gaps on the bottom from whoever taped it before. Which, you know, a leak like that is a place where your air handler can suck in hot attic air and dust anyway. So now it's clean and it's sealed better, so it'll run, you know, more efficiently and hopefully take long before I need to clean it again. But that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. All right, bye.